Yoruba people in diaspora back Sunday Igboho and other agitators on self-determination. Yoruba One Voice, YOV, a pan-Yoruba group in the diaspora, has affirmed their support for Yoruba Nation agenda and encouraged activist Sunday Ademo, better known as Sunday Igboho, and other agitators across the world not to relent in the campaign for self-determination of the Yoruba nation. This was conveyed in a communique issued by the group on Sunday at the end of a webinar conference, noting that the agitation for Yoruba nation is entrenched in Article 1 of the United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the African Charter on People's Rights. It urged agitators to continue the movement despite threats from the Nigerian government. With the success recorded today, YOV has made history as the largest Yoruba diaspora organization seeking the Yoruba nation's self-determination agenda. And with this, I have the conviction that we will definitely achieve this lofty dream. We urge Yoruba people all over the world not to relent in the irrevocable campaign for self-determination of Yoruba people. That the Yoruba nation resolve to forge ahead with renewed zeal for the right to self-determination as entrenched in Article 1 of the United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the African Charter on People's Rights. Immediate referendum to be supervised by the United Nations on the right to self-determination by the Yoruba nation, YOV said. The Are Ona Kakanfo of Yoruba Land, Gani Adams, and other speakers at the conference noted that regardless of the challenges being faced, the self-determination groups must continue their agitation for the Yoruba nation. Adams urged other like-minded groups within and outside the shores of Nigeria to join in the quest for liberation of the Yoruba race. Igboho on Saturday denied that he was about to go to drop Yoruba Nation agenda or dialogue with federal authorities. He distanced himself from the offer by the Oluwo of Iwo, Oba Abdulrasheed Akombi, to intervene in the face-off between the government and Igboho. There has been no contact between the monarch and the agitator lately, Igboho spokesman Ola Yomi Koiki noted. He also denied that Igboho was about to drop the agitation for a Yoruba nation. Period. We love a determined man. I guess this is good. I mean, I guess, again, if you're in the diaspora, you're a Yoruba person, or you're just going to support a movement in the diaspora, I guess it really is a good thing, especially where, I mean, again, it's not all rosy for Black people in the diaspora. However, you still have a chance to sort of protest for what you want in the country. And because again, okay, now we're talking Yoruba people, for example. So if we're saying on the connections of colonialism and all that, again, with Anglophone speaking countries, it's more likely that Britain colonized them. With Francophone speaking countries in Africa, most likely French speaking countries, let's say France, Belgium, and all that. So most of them do migrate to these countries. So, for example, with Yoruba people, it's more likely they may be in Britain or anywhere else, mainly in Britain, or they may be in America or Canada, these major countries. And yes, they can protest. And again, they can take advantage of that as they should, period. And I guess that's just really what it is. I mean, what else can they really do? And if anything, I think that the best thing that they can do is also to push for just responsibility on the side of the Nigerian government, because they invaded his house without a warrant or anything, on the grounds that he was about to do something. Exactly, that he was about to do something, not that a crime would have been committed, but they invaded his house. They destroyed a lot of his cars, really expensive cars. They apparently, allegedly, kidnapped his wife. They also killed two of his relatives or associates. And we know on Twitter, we saw the evidence. We saw blood spilled. We saw all these things happening. So obviously that is very, 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 very sad. But Yeah, that is literally what is happening right now. That is literally what is happening right now. And I guess that's just what it is. I mean, it's sad, but it is good that in the diaspora there is support. There is support for this movement. And again, it just shows that the world is watching. Again, even if nothing happens in Nigeria, we have Nigerians out. I mean, Nigerians are everywhere in the world. So we have eyes that are looking outside in. No. Let's look at the comments. Someone here says Nigeria is a crime against humanity. Ooh. Hashtag end Nigeria to save lives. If you think about the body itself, the state, and the foundations in which it was actually built, I guess it's not a far-fetched comment. Someone here says Nigeria owned by Fulani. Please let us leave it for them and go our separate ways. Hashtag free Nnamdi Kanu. Someone says a particular region is scared to break a okay. A particular region is scared to break away from this country. They are the ones forcing unity. Is it by force? Amajiri. If you don't know that, I mean, I guess you guys will know what that is. I mean, the way it was spelled with country, of course, that insinuates that that spelling or that saying pronunciation from the north. And again, the word Amajiri gives it away. Someone here says, let them come to Nigeria and agitate. They are wasting their time. Are they really though? Are they really? Again, you need all the help that you can get. And to be honest, pressure from outside can pressure. Listen, pressure. If you look at it, pressure from the external forces can push can push the internal whatever, the internal factors to actually wake up and be like, oof, pressure is being applied, and there's a wake up call and all that. So I don't really think they're wasting their time. It's good that they're supporting, and I guess that is the best they can do, because again, their eyes, they're seeing what is going on. And as Nigerians, again, you can't just expect, they will have family members, they will have connections to the country, so you can't expect them to just keep quiet. Somebody here says the next headline is Yoruba from heaven. They're backing him. Oh my days. Oh my days. Well, I guess the experience is different to go out and protest, but again, realistically, the risk is high to go protest. You can't be physically unfit in Nigeria and go and protest, and you can't undermine anything. You have to be very prepared. Even not to insinuate anything, but even Igboho, that claims to be a Christian, he's been seen protesting a lot of times wearing a suit that has charms, that looks to be charms with the contours of the shape of it on his shirt. It seems like he's wearing charms. So I'm saying, even physically being fit is not sometimes enough. Some people are going the traditional spiritual way. So I'm just saying that you've got to be tactical. You have to be tactical. Listen, this government, they pretend to be quiet and they pretend they don't know what they're doing, but they do. They know what they're doing, and when it's time to apply pressure, they will apply pressure, because they've got resources. They pretend not to have it. Why? Because of their own personal and selfish gain. But in conclusion, what is happening here right now is that Yorubas in the diaspora are supporting this movement, and again, it's their prerogative. If they want to, they don't want to remove, but it's good that they do. So at least we have Nigerians outside that are holding Nigerians inside accountable, if that makes sense. Put what you think in the comment section below about this, and do not forget to like and subscribe.